Hello, everybody. Welcome to Amateur Hour Sports for tonight's Toronto Raptors Watch-Along. We are live here, ready to go, as the Raptors are going to be taking on the Boston Celtics. Raptors finally back home for some preseason action. Recently, they had been away with the away games. They had the home game, I guess you could call it, in Vancouver, and then came on home, or went away to Sacramento. Now, out here back, we are going to be here with the Raptors in Toronto, recording live from downtown Toronto. You got me, Amateur Sports. Let's get things going today. Smash that like button if you are ready to go for the stream today. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Help grow the channel. Working on some technical things in the background here. So bear with me as I do that. And working on some food as well. Sorry for starting a little bit late for today. I didn't have time to make the dinner I wanted to make, so I had to quickly whip up some eggs to eat. And I decided the pan would take too long, so for the first time ever, I tried making them in the microwave. And I think I did a pretty good job. Let's see how they taste. Oh. Yeah. Tastes like eggs, I gotta say. All right. Well, I know I can do that now. However, it didn't really... I thought it was going to be quicker. It wasn't really quicker, so I don't know. Anyways, excited to be here for the stream today, and let's have some fun. The Raptors, as you may know, none of the starters are going to be playing for the Raptors today. It is what it is. So we're going to see a lot of the bench. And hey, not always worst thing in the world, because we get to see the bench players come in. We get to see the bench unit. We get to see a lot of these young guys coming into the game. And that could be interesting to see. I talked about it in the Raptors Happy Hour stream I did earlier on today. We do those every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. And, you know, I'm a little bit disappointed that all the starters are going to be out, because obviously I like watching the stars. I like watching the best players. But we should still have a lot of fun watching some of the young guys out on the floor and getting big roles. So we should see a lot of Colin Murray-Boyles. We'll see Grady Dick in more of a primary role, so we'll see how he fares in those settings. We might see a bunch of Sandro Mamukelashvili. So there's some positives still to take away from this whole ordeal. As I chow down here on my eggs. Not bad, actually, I gotta say. For microwave, like if I got served this, I'd probably be able to tell something's a little up. But like, I wouldn't be overly upset. A little hot. Whew. But better than hotel eggs, in my opinion. Much better than hotel eggs, in my opinion. So, anyways, that's what we got for today. Let's have a good stream today, everyone. I'm really pumped to be here, and I'm really pumped to be sharing the experience with you tonight. Friday night hoops, so should be a good one. Let's absolutely get it on. All right, technical stuff in the background has been completed. As you may have seen a little bit earlier on, I pulled up a scoreboard. I should have an active scoreboard now for the game, courtesy of Assist, live on Assist. And this scoreboard should be able to sync up with exactly where I am in the Raptors game, so that you are more easily able to sync up. And now we won't have the issue with the scoreboard being behind me or the scoreboard being in front of me. That has now been completely taken away, which is super helpful going into the new season. Adds a completely new dimension to the watch-alongs that we have coming at you on the channel. Dan Damon says, all stars are out, just ruined my Friday night. I wouldn't say it ruined my Friday night, but it didn't ruin my Friday night by any stretch. It's just, you know, it's has decreased my enjoyment of the game probably by a little bit. But we can still have a good time. Like I said, we can still have a good time together. So it'll be okay. How's everyone doing though? How was your week? What do you got going on this weekend? Blue Jays in action this weekend, ALCS. I've got tickets to game 2, which is on Monday. Game 1 on Sunday. I've got Thanksgiving plans on Saturday. I'm going to go see my parents. Then going to see my fiance's dad. And then going to see my aunt and uncle on Sunday. Blue Jays play Sunday night. I'll be at Game 2 on Monday. I got the day off work on Monday. I don't always get holidays off, so this one I did, which is great. A lot of great news. That's what I got to say. Hopefully this game is a little bit shorter than the previous stream that we did, because the Monday game took forever, man. The Monday game was an extremely long game. Usually, hey, it's all right. It's all right. It's not like I didn't enjoy it, but it's just like it was a 10 p.m. game and it went very, very long. That was a problem. Jonah Wallace in chat says, actually more excited for the starters to be out. Interesting. I think if I was more confident in our starters, I'd feel the same way. But like Barnes had a rough game on Monday, scoring-wise. Left a lot of questions, and then hasn't played since. So that's like a little annoying. Brandon Ingram doesn't really have a lot of questions about him, but like he's just so good, I think, that I want to watch him play basketball any chance I get. Manuel Quickly, question marks. RJ Barrett, question marks. Pearly, haven't seen it all. So I understand your perspective. You get to see a lot more of like the other players, but I'm not confident enough in the Raptors starters to be like, yeah, we don't have to worry about seeing these guys. It ain't a case of like where we don't got to worry about seeing these guys right now. We absolutely want to take any opportunity we can to get these guys acclimated to each other and get these guys working together. You know what I mean? Feels good. It's just microwave scrambled eggs because I had to quickly whip this up 5 minutes before stream started. My dog wants some. You gotta lay down if you want a treat. Lay down. You gotta stay there. You gotta let me eat. Gotta tell you, they came out a lot better than I thought they would. You ever want a protein-packed, low-cal meal? I recommend having some like sides or bread with it, or some like ham or something. But 2 eggs, half a cup of egg whites, low-fat cottage cheese, half a cup or a quarter cup. Whisk that all together with a whisk, or you just use a fork like I do. Throw it in a pan with a little bit of tiny bit of oil, tiny bit of butter. Stir it all up, low and slow, scrambled eggs. Or, like I did, just put it in the microwave. 30 seconds, mix, 30 seconds, mix, 30 seconds, mix until it's done. And, yeah, not bad. Every single morning I have those things, not scrambled. I usually do every morning, every single freaking morning. 2 slices of light rye bread, about this big. 1/8 cup of cottage cheese on each of them. Spread it down. Frank's Red Hot on top of that. A few globs. A little bit of red onion. Sometimes pickled. Slice of deli meat, turkey or ham. And then I fry up half a cup of egg whites with 2 eggs. Cut it into quarters. Egg white quarter. Full egg quarter with like runny yolk to spread over it. Do 2 of those. Man. Helped me lose a lot of weight, number 1. And is very tasty. I highly recommend. Anyways, let's get into the ball here. Is Boucher getting a tribute video in preseason? You know, they got to do something. They can't just I don't think, at least. I don't think they're going to do a tribute video, but maybe a tribute kind of image on the Jumbotron. I think that has to be in order for Chris Boucher today. I think that's only fair. I have more treats for my dog, but she left. I think he's got to get. I think he's got to get something today. They have to. Hopefully they communicate with him. Hey, we're going to give you a tribute video. We're going to save it for in season when we have the regular season kind of exposure and crowd. But they got to get a photo up for him today. Maybe even a video. But like, I feel like they should make like a proper video. Don't give like a half-ass video. Give a proper video at a later time, and go for a photo today and say we're saving the tribute video for you for another time. Don't worry, Chris. I think that's how they're gonna go for it. I finally think that Osmos is trash. Tahini's is way better. A Shep says. I haven't had tahinis enough. I know I just said let's get into the ball, but I'm very passionate about my shawarma. Tahinis I had one time, and it was fantastic. Actually, that's not true. I've had it at like parties as well, where like somebody got like a platter of it, like mini ones. Those are pretty good, but not the same vibe. I got it once. There was one by my old office, and their large is like $15. I was pretty hungry, so I'm like, okay, I'll get a large. A little expensive, but I'll get a large. And then I'll try the falafel. I got a few pieces of falafel to try. The shawarma came out, and it was, I'm not even joking, it was 2 feet long. It was this long. 2 feet. I could not believe what they were handing me. It was just humongous. It was good, though, too. It was good. The taste did back it up. It's definitely better than Osmos, in my opinion. I am absolutely anti-Osmos when it comes to shawarma. I gotta be real desperate. I gotta be real desperate for me to get Osmos. No, I mean, I'm not complaining about the price. $15 for basically 2 full shawarmas. I was more than happy to pay that. What I do need to try to give it like a proper go, tahinis, I need to try their like on the rocks or like on the sticks or like their bowls or something. Because I've had also Shelby's at a couple locations. I really like their wraps. Their bowls are pretty good, but I really like their wraps. I've also tried Alpha Shawarma, which their bowls and their wraps are good. I like them. A little bit more traditional. Those are good too. I need to try Sumac. That's a bit ways away from me, from where I am in Toronto. One day I gotta get out there. Royale shawarmas. I've heard of shawarma Royale, but not Royale shawarma. I don't know if you mean the same place, but I still haven't tried that. My love, and nothing has dethroned it yet. If you're at like a good location, I know the locations can be a bit hit or miss, but if you know the locations that are good, nothing beats a Laziz on the sticks. Absolutely nothing. They've got a couple, like they got like 3 or 4 that I know of. Absolutely banger dynamite locations, especially the ones in Mississauga. Holy, Laziz on the stick. That is my top tier shit. It's not authentic shawarma by any stretch, but it is fantastic. If you want like more authentic style, Alpha's is quite good from what I had. I mean, what do I know? I'm a white guy talking about shawarma. How authentic is it? I think it seems pretty authentic. Shelby's is pretty good too. I like Shelby's. I'm happy to get Shelby's. I'm happy to get Tahini's. I am over the moon to get Laziz. That's my love. Osmos, I'm not like, I'm not upset. It's like a shitty pizza. Like it's like Little Caesars. It's like, yeah, it's lower tier pizza, but it's also still pizza and still fine, still good. Osmos is still good, but it's just like there's better, there's better. Get the ears. I have not had that. I've not had that. Tina's combos is 2 days worth of food. I got a big serving when I went the one time. I was extraordinarily pleased. But Laziz is my shit. Hence why my old video setup had the Laziz ball in the background. I don't know if any never really got mentioned in the comments, but the Laziz can of basketball. When I first laid eyes on the Laziz basketball, I knew that it had to come home with me, and I knew it had to go in my setup. Thankfully, a friend got this for me for Christmas. But as soon as I saw this, I said, He showed me the photo. I said, yo, buy me that right now. And he got it for me for Christmas last year. The Laziz ball. Won't be no Osmos ball in here. I rock with tahinis, though. I rock with alphas. Sumac, I got to try. Anybody here try sumac? That's like the... That's the top tier one, according to multiple sources, including close friends who are the sources that I very much trust when it comes to shawarma. Laziz shawarma, get it on the rocks or on the sticks. Like, the wraps are fine. Not saying they're bad. But for me, Laziz on the sticks, just otherworldly. But certain locations, like you go to Eglinton, Britannia location in Mississauga, you're gonna be in heaven. I'm overselling, but that's how I feel. You go to Laziz in Port Credit in Mississauga, you're gonna be upset. You're gonna be upset because I haven't been there in a while, but when I did, I was upset. You go to the one in Oakville near like the hospital, you're gonna be happy. You're gonna be really happy. You go to the one in Meadowvale, you'll be okay. You go to the one on 10th line, you're gonna be really happy. You're gonna be real happy. So you got it. Those, I mean, I know of like the Mississauga, Oakville locations, and I haven't been to I think there's one in Toronto I haven't been to because I had a friend who went and said, anyways, Friday night, no starters. Figured we'd dive into a little bit of Sapporo, maybe. Be speaking a little Japanese in this stream. Nice quality lager. Can always be quite content with a Sapporo. You can always be happy with a pour like that. How about that? Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful head. Cheers. Thank you, everyone. Look at the camera quality. I just set up a new camera for the streams. Oh, here it is. I just set up a new camera. Wow, the camera is crisp. Just like this beer. So, if you haven't noticed, I haven't been doing pre-recorded videos like I used to because I'm switching more to a streaming style channel for scheduling purposes, just because it fits my schedule better. And I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. I'm also live for a lot of these Raptors games, and I'm posting clips from those live streams throughout the week, either 2:30 Monday through Thursday or 1:30 Friday to Sunday when videos do go up. That's the time they go up at. I had a nice camera that I utilized for those videos, but I'm not doing videos anymore. So I bought the necessary hardware to hook the camera up for live streams, and I think it looks fantastic. I think it's a definite improvement to my previous webcam, which it better be because it's like 4 or 5 times the price of the webcam. But it looks real nice. You get the bubbles in there. I get my reflection in there. Yeah. So that's really good. I've only tried it once. Yeah, it's like in Scarborough, isn't it? So anybody to know, I live downtown Toronto. Close enough to Scotiabank Arena that I could walk there. Be a longer walk, but I would do it probably. Sumac. Yeah, it's in Scarborough. Or one in Mississauga now. I don't usually go east of Toronto. I don't ever go east of Toronto. I do often go west of Toronto. Therefore, Mississauga would be a location I could hit. Let me see where this is. A-Care 4K. I think I'm just 1080. I don't want to fry this thing. 1080. I think I'm just only 30 FPS. I'll have to check the settings. It looks a lot better than my last camera, so I'm not sure if it is on 60, but I don't think it is. Let me make sure I'm not doxing myself before I check the location of the sumac. Where is it? Okay. Okay. It's 9th line in Eglinton. Okay. That's, you know what? That's a little, not quite where I'm going, but I could pass by. I could give it a go. You've been doxxed. my heart actually sunk when you said that. No. I mean, at worst case, I'm in a building. You can't, with a security, like, you can't come in. Not that I don't think anybody's fucking coming in. You know, one time I had an Uber pick me up from my apartment, and the Uber driver recognized me from the YouTube channel, which was cool to get noticed, but also not cool that somebody knows where I live. But again, I live in an apartment, so worst case. Nothing bad can happen. And I don't think anybody would do anything anyways, but you never know. Some people out there. You never know. You never know. Viking Berserker 0002 said Brandon Ingram should get over 1.5 3-pointers. I'll bet my life, my house, my apartment. I'll bet all of my possessions Brandon Ingram does not get 2 or more 3-pointers tonight. There's no way. He ain't shit, bro. He's not getting 2 threes tonight. Trust me. When's the game starting? Well, it's a good question. It is 7:10, 7:11 actually, and it still hasn't started. What are we actually out here doing? It's preseason. Get these games going. All right, starting 5 for the Raptors. No starters playing today. We have Jamal Shed, Grady Dick, Ochai Agbaji, Colin Murray-Boyles, and for the first time starting, Sandro Mamukelashvili. Excited to see him, CMB. For the Celtics, it's Anthony Simons, Peyton Pritchard, Josh Minot, Chris Boucher, and Neemias Queta. That's what we got. B.I.'s going to be invisible all night. I have a feeling. We're not even going to see him out there, man. Dak Kane says, wonder if Boucher will play for the Celtics. He started their last game, and like I said, starting tonight. There you go. He's in. Fuck your feelings, says. Fun fact, Raptors 4-0 in preseason games versus Celtics at home from the data I found interesting. Historical data. Interesting. If it's for betting purposes, not relevant. If it's not, hey, interesting. We seem to just be able to handle the Celtics at home. We'll see if we do get a Boucher Ben James. That's 9-5 Yada, one of our amazing nearly 3-year members. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We're going to get things going, everybody. Raptors game day. They may not have the starters playing, but it's Raptors game day. Let's go do it. All right, we're going to debut the brand new scoreboard today in just a moment. We're going to debut the brand new scoreboard in just a moment. Hopefully it looks good, and hopefully it'll be a lot easier for all of you to follow alongside me for the game. Oh, okay, not yet. Just wait. It's going to be great. We're going to get the scoreboard up. First play of the game, Celtics cannot convert. Almost goes out of bounds, but Grady Dick saves it. We're moving forward with Jamal Shed for the Raptors' first offensive set. Shed, kick out to Mamukelashvili. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled. Forward. Still needs a bit of time. Give it a sec. Scotty Barnes tuning up. Not today. No Scotty Barnes today. No Barnes, no Ingram, no Quickly, no Barrett, no Pirtle for the Raptors. Murray-Boyles to Agbaji. Up top. Defended by Minot. Gives it off to Shed. Grady Dick above the break. Closed down by Minot. Swings it out. And Raptors cannot get the shot off. Okay. We're going to get the scoreboard up shortly. And it's going to be great. Scoreboard is going to look like this. I'm also streaming at the moment on a platform called Assist, where you can effortlessly sync up your watching experience with my watching experience. And they've added in a scoreboard feature, so we can have the scoreboard on screen that is synced up with my live time game clock that I'm watching. It'll just take a sec to get loading, and then I'll be able to sync it up for all you guys, and you'll be able to sync up with me. so easily. Grady Dick, corner three is good, and we are underway. First bucket of the game goes the Raptors' way, and it is Grady Dick who gets it. Scoreboard's still not working. Come on. Pritchard for three doesn't go. Rebound out to Minot. Boucher. Tough shot. He's going to head to the line there. All right. All right, Chris. We know what you can do. The Celtics don't have all of their starters in either, so it may not be that bad. Fuck this. It took Raps money line plus 130. Ride down my dogs. Was that before or after all the starters got announced out? Unfortunate if it was before, but shit like that can happen in preseason. Dak Canadian said, I got to apologize. CMB's actually looking pretty solid player. I may or may not have had a bad draft day reaction to him. Like I said on draft night, trust the front office. Trust that they know what they're doing. It seems like, they got a pretty solid player here. You never know. I mean, it could be bad, but you never know. It could be good as well. Oh, man. All right. Well, synchronization with the clock is unfortunately not working as I thought it would be working here today. So we may have to deviate to my old style of scoreboard. That's okay. We will pivot on the fly. Just give me one sec. We can lock it in one sec. All right. Now, this scoreboard is not working. Okay, so this scoreboard is also not working. Okay, so we go to Plan C. Plan C. All right, we're going to toss up the Plan C scoreboard. And hope this one works. All right. It ain't perfect, but it'll do for now. And hopefully one of the other ones starts working. ESPN will have to do for now. Abaji 3 doesn't go. It's a bit ahead of me, but that's okay. One of the other two sources will start to work. Manually input each point. No. Could you imagine? Should I manually run a game clock too? Every time the whistle goes, I gotta pause it. Every time they resume, I gotta keep going. Yeah, I mean it's easier to follow along if we care about the score. I'll worry about it in a few minutes, and hopefully the synchronization that I wanted to do, the new system I wanted to test out, starts to work. Unfortunately, just not working right now. But neither is the Google scoreboard for this game, which is strange. So again, deviating to Plan C. But let's just dive into the game, not worry about that for the time being. Anthony Simons up at the top against Jamal Shed. Comes off the screen from Keita. 3-ball nowhere near. Boucher gets the rebound and puts it back in. He's got that ability. He's got that ability. We know what Boucher can do. Grady Dick from the elbow rims away. Rebound eventually falls out to Simons. Very weird seeing Anthony Simons in a Boston Celtics jersey. That is going to take some getting used to. Excuse me. Boucher, corner three, doesn't go. Mamu deflects the rebound out to Shed. Abaji in transition gets the layup through the contact and one. Nice play there by Abaji. I don't know if there's like a feed somewhere that has like the live score, live clock that isn't working, but two of my two primary sources for scoreboards not working. Abaji at the line gets the free throw to drop and puts the Raptors up 9-7. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, please make sure you do hit that like button. Really goes a long way to supporting the content. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. I'm live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern, and 15 minutes before most Raptors games. Layup there from Minot. It drops. I remember when Josh Minot got drafted. It was like 2022, I think. And he had like such a wide range of where he could be selected because like the athleticism played it like the athleticism gave him such incredible upside, but he's such a raw player. It was about harnessing that upside. And unfortunately, it just appears as though he just hasn't found those levels anywhere he's been in the NBA thus far. But being given a role here with the Celtics and being entrusted enough to start, I know it's just a preseason game, but he's entrusted enough to start this game. They want to get a good look at him. So there's a little bit of something there. There's a little bit of something there for the player. So far, though, this has felt like a game where the starters are not playing. I'm going to try to get the scoreboard fixed. CMB said solid screens. Love to see it. He's just a good player, it seems. He's a smart player. Good, smart player. And there's in the NBA, there's always going to be a place for high IQ players to connect the dots and play a role for the team. And we will see if he can get some. We'll see if he can even reach some new levels for this team. At the very least, it looks like he's going to be able to contribute out the gates in some respect. Darko talking about how difficult it's going to be to get to pick the rotation, and I talked about it a lot on the stream I did earlier today, 5 p.m. There's just so many players to choose from, and not everyone can be involved. Very deep roster. Again, not a top-heavy roster, but absolutely it is a deep group of players. Crazy how Darko's eyes are always so wide open. He's excited. He loves this stuff. You got to give him respect in that regard. As Grady Dick misses, sorry, was it Mom who missed free throw? Was it Grady Dick? Someone missed free throw. Grady Dick, turnaround J doesn't go. Rebound to Luka Garza. Man, this Celtics team is unrecognizable. I mean, God. How is this team? I don't know how anyone's looking at this team. But how is this team going to make the playoffs, man? I know they have some guys out today, but how's anyone looking at this team and think this is a playoff team? I just do not see it with the Celtics. I think we have a better team than the Celtics. We don't have a better coach, but I don't think they have a better team than the Raptors. I would back a fully healthy Raptors team against a fully healthy Celtics team on a neutral. Nice move by Shed. Layup, though, doesn't go. Those are the ones you got to have. Those are the ones you got to finish. Mamu to Shed above the break. Does not go. Grady Dick doing well in the glass. Hauling the rebound away. I think that's... Is that Shearman? No, that's not Shearman. Who is that? Gonzalez. Oh, right. Hugo Gonzalez. Okay. First round pick, I think. Did I watch UFC? I think so. Yeah, last week. Last week I watched. I watched up until the Yuri. I saw the Yuri fight, Prohashka fight, which was amazing. And then next thing you know, it was 4 a.m. and I woke up on the couch and my TV's still on. So unfortunately, my lack of sleep over the course of the week caught up with me, and I missed. I missed the last two fights, but I watch. I watch UFC events most of the time, but I'm not a big UFC follower. Like, I don't know a lot of the names. I just like to watch and enjoy. I used to do a bit of martial arts training not long ago, so I like to watch. I enjoy it. I'm just not a big follower of it. Murray Boyles backing down Boucher and getting the hook shot to fall. Really nice touch there by Raptors rookie Colin Murray Boyles. Chucky Hepburn up to Grady Dick and finishes. Nice lay in there in transition. Chucky Hepburn showing his stuff. Chucky Hepburn has had a bit of success in preseason when he's got minutes. He's been, moderately impressive. Unfortunately, there's just so many players ahead of him for the rotation spots as Pritchard knocks down a deep three. But Chucky Hepburn is a decent player. I think with the 905, he's gonna be real fun to watch. Hepburn back out to Murray Boyles. Up fake to the rim. Nice take. Colin Murray Boyles. Wow. Slides right through the Celtics defense, getting past Tillman and laying it in. You love to see that from the Rook. And he's looking right at home in a Toronto Raptors uniform, picking up where he left off in an impressive performance against the Sacramento Kings. Colin Murray Boyles, guys. This is getting, the excitement. The excitement's brewing a little bit for sure with CMB. Not mad, great, disappointed. He was better last game. So far tonight, I don't imagine his stats are fantastic so far tonight. Oh, he's 2 of 5. He's at 7. He's at 7. He's doing fine. 5 He's doing fine tonight. But Hepburn getting some big minutes off the bench. You'd think you'd get more of like Jamison Battle today. I mean, I guess that's it. I mean, who else are we going to see today? AJ Lawson should get a bunch of minutes today. Jacoby Walter. Yeah, Jacoby Walter should be one of the first off the bench, you'd think. Mobo, no. Mobo's looked like slightly better so far in preseason than last year, but I definitely think Mobo is going to have to work to get in rotation. I don't think right now I'd have him in my 11-man rotation if they do go with 11-man rotation. Therefore, obviously, if it's a 10 or 9-man rotation, he would not be in it either, in my opinion. he's just like Mo's composure is very, very low. I think that's the big thing. Like, he's just not a very composed player on the floor. I think that's what leads to the most trouble for him. Because you got to be composed and have a good touch on the rim. He just hasn't really displayed that. I think Jacoby's going to get his own unit, just like training camp. You know, an option on that. That's what I think. I wouldn't go that far with Jacoby, but I do think he'll have a strong role coming off the bench. And I definitely think his capabilities of taking over like the role you'd expect Grady Dick to have, to be honest. Man, this Celtics, like, imagine like a year ago saying this is what the Celtics would be trotting out in preseason. We got Ron Harper Jr. Is that Ron Harper Jr.? We got Ron Harper Jr. checking in for the Celtics, former Raptor. Oh, you mean this game? Oh, okay. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, yeah, that's fair. And you might be right, because right now they have Walter on the floor with Hepburn, Battle, Mobo, and Martin. And I would say Jacoby's got to get the bulk of the touches here. Today, yes. Today, I'm with you. Today, absolutely, we could see that for him. A little bit of a Raptors reunion for sure. Absolutely, a little bit of a Raptors reunion. What is this G League preseason? In certain ways, it is. Both teams, especially the Raptors, getting a look at the depth on the team. Walter inbounds to Chucky Hepburn, bringing the ball to the floor. Like I said, been impressed with Chucky Hepburn in preseason, and I really was impressed in the Summer League. Nice undrafted talent, potentially. Mobo in the corner to Walter for three. Doesn't go. Mobo gets the rebound. Kick out to Hepburn. Up fake. Pass Garza. Down low to Mobo. Raptors working the ball well. Martin to Hepburn. Open for three. Cannot connect. They hound the glass. Get the rebound with Walter. Fresh 14. Defended by Keita. Garza coming for the switch. Mobo down low. That kind of play there, man. Gets the ball down low. He's got a mismatch against Harper. That's got to be 2 points. Loses the handle, turns it over. Gotta be 2 points there, man. Gotta have that. Garza gonna head to the line. If I mean, with all due respect, if Luka Garza is gonna be getting like regular minutes for this Celtics team, and based on today, it kind of seems like he might. Like, this ain't gonna be a playoff team, man. I'm sorry, but Garza's got a lot of skill, but he cannot move. He is so unathletic. He is not the type. He is not the NBA type. Just the league is way too fast for him, and he's getting like some significant minutes here. Man, he's just been garbage time merchant everywhere he's been so far. And look, he was like a National Player of the Year. I think he was in college. It's a different game. But the Celtics, if they have to roll with him consistent minutes, like I said what I had to say. Yeah, Jakob is still out. Rabs are resting all their starters today, so that's going to be playing into it too. If Brown and White healthy all season with Hauser, Pritchard, and Boucher, they're as likely to make the 8th spot in the playoff as the Raptors. I disagree because, first of all, I don't think this team is as deep. Second of all, even if they are similar in abilities, Toronto's motivation to make the play-in tournament is going to be stronger than Boston's. I think Boston are a smart organization. They've made a lot of cost-cutting maneuvers this season. And I think if they see themselves around the play-in tournament come trade deadline, I think this is a team that will relish the opportunity to get a good draft pick rather than be a play-in team. Like, the goal for this team next season, not this season, but next season, is to win a championship when Tatum's back. It's going to be a lot easier to do that with a higher draft pick. I think that the Celtics are a tank candidate at some point this season. So definitely something to monitor with them. Battle to Mobo. Can't get it to go. Mobo, just again, kind of what I talked about. Work now. Celtics take a 27-19 lead. Raptors struggle a little bit without their starters in, as to be expected, I'd say. Mobo, again, it's just the sharpness, it's the composure that's kind of missing for him. And the fact he didn't start today kind of showcased that he might be chasing one of these rotation spots. He may not be locked into it here. Celtics owned by a hedge fund, so they can make the first round of playoffs. They will. I don't know about that. Brad Stevens is a smart guy. I disagree. I think you communicate the goals for next season. Next season's about a championship. This will help them do that. I disagree a little bit. Oh, yeah, nice Players Tribune article for Chris Boucher. That's cool. So we haven't seen a tribute video, as I said. Maybe like a tribute photo. Hopefully a tribute. I mean, I'm sure Boucher will get a tribute video at some point during the season. Mo's like Precious. You really just have to give him a limited role. It's when people said it last year, I kind of saw it, but it was a rookie. I wanted to give him the benefit, but yeah, going into year 2, kind of like it's the same vibes. Yeah, it's bad. Battle hit the side of the backboard. Jameson. Yeah, Mobo is giving off some unfortunate vibes, unfortunately. What's it on? Sportsnet. Kind of sucks. Dark just whack a starting live last minute, especially for the only home crowd of the preseason. Yeah. I kind of they're I think they're at home for one more game. But I kind of felt the same way. Like, if you're gonna wreck your starting lineup, do it for an away game. Like, if I had, I understand the NBA and there's gonna be like a star player missing from time to time, and that sucks, but that's part of the game. But if I had bought tickets and made the trip out to Toronto for preseason, like, I live in Toronto, so it's like not as bad. But I'm sure there are people who have made like significant trips to be here today, even for a preseason game. If I bought tickets and went through the process of getting to the arena, only to find out 0 of the 5 usual starters are playing when at least 3 of them are healthy, I'd be pissed. I mean, I'd be absolutely pissed. I don't think you could feel any other way. If you're gonna like get a good look at your bench guys, I would have said do it for an away game. I get like you got to worry about your own team, your own organization, the fans. Yeah, you want them to be entertained, but you got to worry about yourself. You want to get a good look at these guys. But yeah, to me, I think this has been handled. I think that got handled poorly, and there should have been a little bit more thought on the fan attending this game. Anyways, 27-19 for the Celtics at the end of the first quarter. If you guys are enjoying, please, please, please smash that like button. It goes a long way to supporting the channel. I'd really appreciate it if you did. Make sure as well you're subscribed to the channel. I'm live right here on Amateur Hour Sports every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Not this Friday, not this Monday. Number one, it's Thanksgiving. It's a holiday. Number two, I have Jays tickets. I'm going to ALCS Game 2. So I'm going to be doing that instead of streaming. Sorry, but I'll be back on Wednesday for another Raptors Happy Hour stream. As for the upcoming games, so Monday, they actually might be playing Monday, in which case I'd be away. And if it's Sunday, I am at a Thanksgiving dinner, so I may also be away. So I may miss some of these preseason games. Yeah, Sunday at 3, cooked, absolutely cooked. I have Thanksgiving plans. I'm going to be away for that. Wednesday, 7:30. What's the ALCS schedule? Because the Jays are playing. I gotta be honest, guys. I might prefer to watch. Yeah, the Jays play that day. I gotta be honest. ALCS, as much as it's a Raptors channel, Blue Jays in the ALCS probably outweighs a Raptors regular season game, let alone a preseason game. Maybe because the Jays also may have a game Friday if necessary, Game 5. The Raptors also play Friday against the Brooklyn Nets. Maybe one of those two, like maybe a Game 3, I could dabble with a watch-along. Jays, Raptors, hybrid watch-along, I think might be the way to go. Okay, I think Game 3 and 5, one of them will be a Jays, Raptors hybrid watch-along. One of them will be, I'm just going to watch the Jays because probably Jays are in the LCS, man, you know? But yeah, I think we could have a hybrid watch-along. That'd be fun. I actually have the scoreboard. I could actually run 2 scoreboards at once now with the update. That's not working today, but should be working for the next one. I was at work streaming for NFL Monday. We do watch-alongs at work for NFL on Monday night and Thursday night, and sometimes I take part. Monday night, my Giants took down the Eagles, and we had the scoreboard working, so I know it does work. Just whatever reason isn't working today. Doug B says, Jays watch-along is going to be so good. I hope so. Big shout-outs, by the way. Doug B, Nick Killer, 12-month members hanging out with us tonight. Thank you so much, guys. Some stream OGs. Doug B, true stream OG. And Thomas Perry as well. Jays watching. Yeah, I'm down. I wanted to do a 999 stream for Jays. I don't think I'm going to do that here. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that here. That'd be fun, but I think I'm going to be healthier. And it's a big game. I don't want to be hammering beers, 9 beers and 9 hot dogs. I could be convinced, but I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're just going to enjoy the ALCS, and I'm going to be sweating watching that game. Today's actually a bit of a sweat. We should keep an eye on the Tigers-Mariners game. So the big news is that because it's going to Game 5, Skubal has to take the mound for the Detroit Tigers. That is big because he is the best pitcher in the MLB. If not, he's the second best. So if he had not gone tonight and the Tigers had 1-4, Skubal probably would have gotten games 1, 4, and 7 of the ALCS if necessary. Comment out. Now we are only going to get Skubal once for sure, maybe twice, rather than twice for sure, maybe 3 times. So with that, and I think with the matchups, I was kind of on the fence if I'd rather play the Mariners or Tigers. But with Scooble on the mound in Game 5, guaranteed I prefer to play the Tigers. So tonight, guys, tonight we should all be Tigers fans. Tigers are fully capable of beating the Jays, even with this new development. But I think the Jays have a better chance against this Tigers team than the Mariners. So we're all Tigers fans tonight. Pretty elite last three in the American League, by the way. Like Seattle would be a great story if they went to the World Series, as Battle knocks down a 3. Seattle, the Mariners, like one of the most tortured franchises in MLB sports history. The amount of hardships they've gone through, the lack of success that team has had, it'd be a great story if they got there. The Tigers were awful for the first half last year. Went on this insane run to get into the playoffs, brought that into this season, but I don't think they've ever won a World Series. And the Jays were expected to finish last in the AL East, end up winning it. They haven't been to the World Series since 1993. They could get there. So, if you're a neutral, you got to feel pretty happy about the status of the ALC, the American League. Now, the National League is different because the Dodgers nobody wants to see the Dodgers win. Otherwise, though, Cubs and Brewers is pretty cool, I'd say. Seattle's deeper with the rotation and pitchers. Yeah, Detroit's definitely the preferred matchup for the Jays, especially with Scooble only being able to play 2 of the 7 rather than 3 of the 7. Yeah, you Savage, Game 2. Going to go hard. I'm going to be at that game. Gossman, Game 1, I imagine. You Savage, Game 2. I'll be there. Hopefully he puts on a good performance. Man, I'm so excited. I've been to one playoff game in my life. I saw the Leafs in Game 2 against the Lightning a few years ago. They lost. I'm so excited. I got through on the I didn't pay resale. I got through for retail prices. Amazing. Mamu Kajvili for 3 doesn't go. 31-23. Oh, the Tigers have 4 World Series. Oh, I didn't know that. Must be a while ago. Oh, yeah, you're right. They have 4. The last time they won was in 84. 84, wow. So, yeah, I think it's... I don't think... Mariners have never won. The Tigers won 4, but last was 84. The Jays won twice. Last was 93. So, I think as far as an American League neutral, you got to feel pretty happy with the last 3 here. And, I could, I'd be upset if the Jays lost, but I could stomach, getting eliminated by a Tigers or a Mariners. I'd be livid. I'd be livid for the Yankees to beat us, right? I despise the Yankees. I don't despise the Tigers or the Mariners. This game is a rough watch, isn't it, Rick Papa? I'm not talking about it very much because of how rough of a watch it is. Yeah. But dive in. Positives from the game. Murray Boyles looked pretty good. And Chucky Hepburn, somebody said, SP said Chucky seems advanced. Yeah. There's a role for smart players and high IQ players in this league, and Chucky Hepburn may be able to get there. But, he's a very good defender, very talented defender. We know that. It's just, can he provide enough offense to keep himself relevant in the NBA? We'll see. Surprised the Tigers never won with Miguel Cabrera, Scherzer, Verlander all in their prime. They got to a World Series in 2012. But it's hard. It's hard to win a World Series. The Tigers... that's not... It's hard to win when you're not a prime free agent destination. You're competing with the deep pockets constantly of the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Red Sox, and maybe some others. It's just hard to compete with those pockets. This game is giving some tanking flashbacks. I mean, it just goes to show with like the Cabrera, Verlander, Scherzer team. It just goes to show it's very hard. It's very hard to win a World Series. I mean, the Mariners won like 116 games one year, and I don't even think they won their divisional series. It's hard. Winning is hard. It's hard, and it's very hard, especially when you've got such a short window to do it. You know, like teams like the Yankees, Red Sox, Dodgers have been able, like they're able constantly to extend their windows, keep the windows open. Teams like the Tigers got to capitalize on their opportunities, and this could be one of those opportunities this year. And the same can be said for the Jays. They got to capitalize on this window. Martin, nice pass by Shed. What a play.
Mama,
Shed,
there goes that man.
all the way up to Martin, and he throws it down. Beautiful play. Beautiful play. That's what keeps us in these games. That's what keeps us thinking about these games. Tell ya, just looking at the screen, I got the Raps championship tattoo on display today. I would love to get a World Series tattoo in here. There's some space even back here. Yeah, there's still a bunch of space actually back here. I would love to get a World Series tattoo in there somewhere. I got a lot of room down here. Over here is like not a lot, but back here, I never really realized how much room I got. I don't even know what to fucking put there, to be honest. I don't know what I'm going to do with all that. I got to think about that. Keita under the rim, stripped or turned over. Shed. Put it up, no good. Rebound, Mobo. Another one you kind of think you should have. Martin gets it off to Walter. Pill and beer. Keep the elbows open. Elijah Martin knocks down the three. Good sequence for him. So I'm glad the Tide and Brewers are still competing to show that's not always big spending teams. Well, yeah. But also like the Dodgers, you know, in the NLCS. And well, yeah, the Brewers, I guess, not a big spending team. They did sign Christian Yelich is making a bit of money, but yeah, they're a lower spending team for sure. I mean, Jays are giving a lot of money to Vladdy and Santander, who's awful. So we're staying up late with my parents to watch the Blue Jays win in the early 90s. I was not alive for that. Not to age you. My parents, however, were at Game 6 in 93. They were at the Joe Carter home run game, unbelievably. I mean, just imagine being able to say you're at one of the greatest sporting moments ever. The only, I believe there are 2 World Series winning walk-off home runs in MLB history. But however, I believe the other one was a tie game. This was Jays were losing when he hit the home run. This is the only one that was hit while their team was losing. I believe there are 2 walk-off home runs in World Series winning walk-off home runs in history. Yeah, I'll show it. I have a ticket. I have one of the tickets from the game. Let me pull it up for you guys. Cool little piece. Cool little piece. A little dusty. But 1993. Game 5, World Series. What does it say? Game 6. How much did this ticket cost? 58 Canadian dollars. Honestly, like, it says, I don't know, the camera, it's actually a good camera. Yeah, down here. Down here, 58 Canadian dollars. Honestly, like for 93, that's pretty pricey. A little bit pricey, to be honest. But hey, I mean, if you knew what you were about to see that day, you'd pay like 20 times that maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna actually get inflation adjusted price in a sec. Sorry, 1 sec. All right, let's see. Inflation adjuster. Inflation calculator. Okay. So so 58 I said in 1993 would cost it's actually not even that bad. World Series tickets. They were what section? All right. I mean, inflation adjusted, that's $112. They were in the 100s. They weren't in the nosebleeds. They're in section 108. It said aisle 108, but they were in the lower bowl for 111. That's very reasonable. I paid, for reference, for the ALCS, not the World Series. The ALCS, I am in literally the highest row in my section. I do like sitting the highest row because you have nothing behind you and you can like kind of stand up, you can chill. I paid $190 per ticket, and they're reselling for like over $300. And Ronnie M says section 100 now is like $500 to $800 cheapest. Yeah, that resale. But like, even like retail, you're paying way more than $111. That's very reasonable. Mobo. Nice little pick and roll play. Throws it down. Good stuff. Okay, Darko. I think that's very fair and reasonable. But yeah, I thought actually inflation was worse than that. I mean, it is like almost double compared to 30 years ago, but I thought it'd be worse, to be honest. This is a very reasonable. World Series Game 6. I mean, I'm talking about Game 2 tickets I bought. I'm sure it'd be more expensive for Game 6 and 7. Might be cheaper to go to an away game at Tiger Stadium. It is entirely possible. For like a day trip, though. Not if you like have to stay in a hotel. No, it's only, well, day trip maybe, but it's only like you can get into Game 2 for like $300 a piece ish. So I don't think you can get it. You can get in at that. Anyways, I'm fired up. Yeah, I didn't think I'd be at a playoff game this year. Really, ever. What's happened to door shot? I'm going to do it in the regular season. So the door shot I like doing because it serves as a counter for how many games I have streamed for. So I'm going to save it for the regular season, and I'll do a door shot every regular season game I do a watch-along for. That's the problem being a big market. The ticket prices are always jacked up. Yeah, I mean, $190. I mean, if you told me I was going to an American League Championship Series game for $190, I'd take it. Like, I think that's reasonable. I set a budget when I got in line, when I got in the queue to get tickets, as Grady Dick hits the 2. I set a budget for myself to $300 max. And $190, I was like, hell yeah. Pritchard for 3, doesn't go. Grady tries to fight for the rebound, but it ends in the hands of Tillman. Ronnie says, couldn't find anything for that price. Yeah, when I got in the queue, I was... I started in the queue around like 5,000. So I was really high up in the queue. I like refreshed at a good time. I got in the queue and I got him pretty quickly. So I got really lucky with the timing for that, because I got it at like face value price. I didn't pay resale for it. Again, I got really lucky. Walter for 3 doesn't go. Nothing clicking for Walter yet. He's 0 of 4. Kick out here from Gonzalez, and the 3 ball drops for Simons, and it's 43-34. Celtics had a little bit more strength to their roster today. Can the Raptors bench keep up? Abaji, nice touch, nice layup. 43-36. The door shot could use a preseason without the pressure of keeping score. That's actually true. You know what? I deserve a preseason as well, don't I? Maybe you're right. All right, you convinced me. Halftime, I'll rip one. I'll grab a fresh bevy and yeah, we'll rip a door shot. I have not practiced. So it's gonna be just as bad as it was last season. I didn't make. Shed knocks down the 3, right back in it. 4-point game. After buying this new net, I did not make a single shot on it that counted. Like I made one on stream, but not like on first attempt of the night, which is the only one that counts. I don't know what the door shot is going to see an update in December, because I'm moving again. Therefore, I won't be in the same room anymore. Yeah, unfortunately, very unfortunately, my rent at this unit I'm currently staying at got spiked on me. Not rent controlled, but my rent got spiked by 10%. So unfortunately, I have to move December 1st. Hopefully, can still rock with a pretty good stream setup when I do move. But such is life when you live downtown Toronto. The new place, I haven't found a new place to live yet. When I do, I can assure you, me and my fiance will be choosing a place that is very much rent controlled, because we are not going through this process again. Very annoying that we have neighbors on our floor who said they got re-upped and they did not get a rent increase, but we got an additional 10%. Just big ol' slap in the face. We the people deserve the door shot laugh. All right, you're right. I'll do it. Next commercial, I got you. Or at halftime, I got you. And halftime, I'm going to get a refill, go to the bathroom, and then I come back. Door shot. Chucky Hepburn to Mamu Kelishvili for 3. This one doesn't go. Rebound to Garza. Mobile hasn't looked fantastic, Foil. I'm unfortunately with you there. Renting is tough, yeah. But we figured as Boucher drills the corner 3, we figured that the rent prices were coming down in Toronto, which they have. And, we talked to people who lived in the building. We figured we'd be okay. But we got shafted. Plain and simple. If anybody deserves a preseason, so do you. I'm with it, guys. We're going to fire away as Boucher knocks down another 3. Back-to-back threes. We can get hot. And it's a 10-point game. Hepburn on with Grady, Battle, Abaji, and Mamu. Grady going through some traffic. Tough shot. Those ones, we don't need those, Grady. Mamu hunts down the rebound, though. Gets the Battle. Corner to Grady Dick. Defended by Boucher. Out to Mamu for 3. This one also doesn't drop. Tough one so far for Mamu Kelishvili. He is 0 of 4 from 3 tonight. Raptors trail by 10. 2 minutes to go in the half. Simons defended by Abaji. Good defense. Out to Boucher. Contested 3. Off the mark, but he's fouled by Battle. Not rent controlled. Yeah, it's not a rent controlled unit. I mean, look, obviously part of it's my fault. Roll the dice on a non-rent controlled unit. 2 or 3% could have handled, but Yeah, 10% is a little out of the budget. So again, I got to take some of the blame, but it's just a shame. Got to move again. Move again. I'm gonna move for a third time now. Who here thinks Jake will make the door shot? Not me. I know you gotta have faith in yourself and believe, but not me. I haven't even touched this. I haven't even touched this ball in probably a couple months. Gotta say, the new camera is looking ultra crisp. Not the new camera, but the new streaming camera. Very good. Very crispy. No, if so in Toronto, if your living space is less than 5 years old, they are not tied to the rent control limits, which are between 2% and 3%. So because this building is not yet 5 years old, they are allowed to bypass that 2 to 3% limit on raising rent. I've gone over all the logistics with it. Unfortunately, they are well within their rights to raise it, as they did. Who is LTB? Oh, the landlord and tenant board. I could give him a phone, but unfortunately, I don't think it'll help. Oh. Oops. I'll get after. Anyways, yeah, moving. Hopefully, it's cheaper. We can save some money, and hopefully it's still a nice spot. But I really do like this unit, so. Great location, too. You'll get some smooth jazz before, that's for sure. Boucher played 407 games for the Raptors. Only started 25 of them. That's crazy. Flagrant 1 here on Jameson Battle. Yeah, you're right. I should call anyways. Yeah, that's a flagrant. Unfortunately, yeah, Battle. You got to give him a landing zone. It does lead to potential injury. So, unfortunately, the right call on the flagrant 1. It sends Boucher to the line. And he's going to have 3 free throws and the ball for the Celtics. Misses the second one. Third one coming up for Chris. Makes a third. So 2 out of 3 plus the ball for the Celtics, who now lead by 12. Had to kind of expect the Celtics were going to win this one today, given the fact the Raptors have no starters playing. The spread in the end only closed 2.5, which if I would have known, I would have probably bet the Celtics, because Raptors don't have any starters playing today. Yeah, I'm with you, Ronnie M. I don't think Scotty Barnes is done for preseason, especially after how poor he was scoring in that first game. It would be, I think, a really poor decision to not play him again. He clearly needs to work on his game a bit more. Oof, yeah, that's a bad elbow. That's when you gotta call. Have a good night, Bob. Thanks for joining. 56-42. Raptors down by 14. They're going to actually look at this one for flagrant foul as well. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, please make sure you've hit that like button. Let's try to get to 50 likes on the stream today, ladies and gentlemen. And you can also subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm live here Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm live 15 minutes before most Raptors games, and I sprinkle in some clips in video form throughout the week. Lots of great Raptors content here at Amateur Hour Sports. Also, as I review this while I got you, shop the merch. I got the shirt slightly hidden by my door here. I've got the hats in white like this. Also in the black, as you see here. I've also got stickers. Stickers are $3 a piece. Or you can get 3 for $6. That makes them $2 a piece. Support the channel. Get some great stuff in return. Some cool stuff. The hats look nice. The shirts are great. I don't ship through Canada Post. I'll ship it to you somewhere else. I don't use Canada Post anyways. Don't worry about the strike. I got you. If you're in Toronto, fuck it. I'll jump on my bike and deliver it to you so you don't have to pay shipping. Free shipping if I can ship it myself. I'm happy to do it. Or I can meet you at I met someone at Union Station to give them their merch. A lot of great things. A lot of different ways we can go about it. Head to the merch link pinned to the top of chat or in the description. It's a Kijiji link. You can message me through there. We can get you sorted. You can get you some merch. Lawson on the court for the first time. I thought AJ Lawson would be getting a little bit more minutes today for the Raptors, but that has not been the case. Pritchard, defended by Mamu. A little bit of a mismatch, but he hands off to Shireman. Down low to Keita. Mismatch on Battle. Uses the size advantage to lay it in. The Celtics, I think that's got to be their largest lead at 16. 15-3 run as Hepburn loses dribble. And it's a turnover off the Raptors. Minute to go, and the Celtics can pile on to this advantage here. The silver lining to this pretty poor performance is this game is moving. The Denver game was well over an hour and a half for the first half. We are currently at an hour 10, and we are about to get to halftime. So it'll be a shorter game as Pritchard steps back and drills a 3 right over top of the outstretched hand of Mamu Kelishvili. Pretty good defense in my eyes. But it still drops, and it's still a 19-point lead for the Celtics. It's an 18-3 run. Mamu 3 again doesn't go. He's 0 of 5 from 3. Things are not clicking for the Raptors tonight. And the Celtics look to pile on to end off the half. Pritchard working on Hepburn. Sliding his way to him. Wow, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty good. 21-point game and a turnover at the buzzer. Celtics can't get a shot off, but it's a 21-point game. I believe that is a 20-3 run. Yeah, 20-3 run to end the half. It was 43-39. Ronnie M says Raptors 20 winning. They feel like they have to trade for some depth at center. I don't know. I feel pretty good about it. Murray Boyles can do it. Mamu's there. Pirtle's there. I feel pretty good about the big depth right now. Anyways. Yeah, not so good to end the half. I'm going to get a refill on my beverage. I'm going to hit the bathroom quickly. When I come back, we're going to do a door shot. We're going to go through the box score from the first half. And, yeah, let's do it. I'll be right back. While I'm gone, great opportunity for you to hit the like button and subscribe to Amateur Sports. All right, sorry about that. My fiance just got home, so I was talking to her, and she got me some Wendy's, a little wrap and some fries. So a little delay. All right. The time is nigh for a door shot on this fine Friday evening. Let's pour up our delicious Kronenberg Blanc, 1664. Lovely pour, lovely head. CMB is out for the game. Why? What are we doing, man? It is not a new net. It is the exact same net. CMB will not return. I gotta tell you guys, we're on track for. That was like one of the only silver linings of the Stars being out. We're on track for end of stream after the third quarter. I'm gonna keep it fucking 100 with you guys. It's Friday night. And I'm watching a G League battle. Anyways. Let's do the door shot. All right. I haven't practiced the first one in a long time. This could be bad, but let's let's not make excuses before I take the shot. All right. Here we go. The net's the same, I swear to God. That was better. Like you guys said, if the NBA players deserve a preseason, so do I. All right, let's drown out the sorrows with a grilled chicken wrap from Wendy's. Take the wrap. Let's get some fries in there. Give it a little extra texture and crunch. Yeah. It's okay. It's overpriced, but it's okay. Alrighty. Box score from the first. So, Sandro, unfortunately, brutal from him. He's 0-5 from 3. He's only got 4 points, and he's minus 16. Struggling in Jameson minutes. He's 2 of 3 from 3. Nothing else. And he's minus 22. 20-3 run to end the half by the Celtics. Grady Dick today, he's doing a good job of, he's active, he's running, he's getting out in transition as much as possible. You know, he's trying to make a role doing that, which you can find success with, but the defense still, Murray Boyles is pretty good. He looks smart. He looks poised. I'm excited to see him in the season. But only 8 minutes. He's out for the rest of this game. Mobo just looks, to whatever he's so erratic. And there's a lack of composure, unfortunately, for him. Which Makes it tough to think he's going to get a rotation spot to start the season. Hepburn, the defense is there. He's decent on the ball. But we're kind of seeing his lack of ability to score in this game. We're outmatched, though. No starters, you know. Look at this. Kind of like going to happen when you don't have any of your starters, but 34% shooting from 3 for the Raptors tonight. Or from the field. If we're going to shoot 34% from the field, you deserve to be down by 20. That 23 run to end the half was as much our own fault as like the Celtics play well. But the Raptors can't score, man. Turnovers aren't saving us today, so that's what you got. You can see the process with Hepburn, Walter, CMB. Definitely with CMB. A little bit with Walter. Hepburn is just kind of wonder what he's going to do on offense to stay in the game. But his defense is there. Do you think the Raptors will make Scotty guard the 5 if Pearl's injured or in foul trouble? Yeah. And CMB. But yeah. Going to be a lot of Scotty there. Maybe they do need some more center depth. Maybe that comment earlier was right. But they decided to go with a backup center who could shoot rather than one who could defend the rim. What? Fair enough. Right? But CMB can do it. If the Jays are playing tonight, I respect you guys, but the stream will be over right now if with no CMB. I think I think we're gonna go one more quarter, guys, and then I'm gonna play some friggin' PlayStation. I'm sorry, but no starters and no CMB. And we're going to get, with respect to these guys, in the fourth quarter, we're going to be getting Olivier Sarr, David Roddy, who I'd like to, but it's Friday. I've been dying to play Ghost of Yote. I haven't even started it up yet. I've got a really good shot to do it here. I'm sorry, but we're ending it after the third. Yeah, I was on Twitter just now, and the consensus after CMB went out is that the game didn't shut off for some people. But hey, I'm hanging out. I've checked in every now and again on the Marlies. I've been playing with the Rochester Americans. 3-0. Hey, that's pretty good. Didn't know they already... Oh, yeah, I guess NHL started. Do the Leafs play today? Or tomorrow, probably. Yeah, 0-1 Leafs. Or, sorry, 1-0 Leafs. Tomorrow at 7 against the Red Wings. Should be able to win that game. For him to have pulled CMB's ankle must be sore. Yeah, I mean... Or his elbow. No, it wasn't out of the ankle. It was the elbow they took him out for. But yeah, well, could be precautionary. CMB falls into the category for me where like I'm pretty comfortable with what I've seen so far. I still want to see more, but like I'm comfortable. He's been good. He's played well. The starters like Barnes not as much. Like Barnes I want to see more of. But if this was the sample I got of CMB, I mean I'd be upset if he didn't play anymore. But if this was a sample, I'd be somewhat confident going into the NBA season that he's ready to hang. Ronnie M asks, is CMB a guaranteed rotation piece to start the season? I would hope he is. A week ago, I would have said no, but I feel pretty strongly now that he will be in rotation. I think he looks ready based on what we've seen from preseason so far. You're never worried when CMB is on either side of the court. I mean, not on defense. On the shooting side of it, like, if I was being picky, like, you know, he's not a floor spacer. That's about it. I mean, he connects the dots a little there. He does a great job of using his strength. He's a rookie. He's already doing a great job using his strength to generate looks on the inside. He's good at putting the ball on the floor. He's he looks like he's fitting right in. Raptors down 65-42 in this one. If you're just joining us, none of the starters available to play today. CMB out at halftime. Celtics 20-3 run to end off the first half. And it's been a rough. Even before that, it was a pretty rough watch. If we're being honest. Let's have a look at the early stages of this Tigers-Mariners game. We're all Tigers fans tonight. Bottom second, 0-0. Did you guys see the end of the Phillies-Dodgers game yesterday? Man, poor guy. I forget his name, but man, oh man. Oh man. To go out like that, to end your season on that bad of an error. I mean, everyone knows he should have gone to first. But he just bobbled the ball and panicked. He still had time to go to first, but he panicked and went home. And just like a horrific throw to home plate. You know, like this guy from double that distance hurls him right on a dime at 95 plus miles an hour. And then he just got to toss it to the catcher. And he absolutely panics. And it's the end of their season. It's terrible. It's terrible. Like, could you imagine? Let's say with Hoffman. Could you imagine if Hoffman on the Jays did that? Because Hoffman's already got a pretty bad rap. He hasn't been fantastic for the Jays this season. Could you imagine if Jeff Hoffman had made that error? The media scrutiny, the fan scrutiny. I'm sure it's bad in Philly. Like, hey, Philly media as well, but that's got to be brutal. More than enough time to throw the first two. Rose only have to. Yeah, he did. He absolutely panicked. He fumbled the comebacker and just shit his pants. Everyone was pointing, like the catcher was pointing the first. And when the catcher saw him winding up to go home, he was like, what the fuck? And it was so far off the plate, too. It was such a bad throw. Like, They still could have gotten the guy home. It was just such a bad throw. Brutal. Oh, man. When Hoffman came in that game 4 against the Yankees, me and my friends were like, I don't know about that. Are we sure? I mean, it all kind of led up to Hoffman coming in for the bullpen game, so I knew he was coming in, but it was still very scary. That's true. Hoffman's boomer bust, isn't he? First basket in a long time there for the Raptors. 72-45 as Grady Dick knocks down the 3. 24-point game. Raptors 66.6% of the way to Boston 72 right now. Fun little numbers. A satisfying scoreline for the mathematicians. Let's ruin it, though. Let's get a bucket here. Walter blocked by Minot. Boucher to Simons. Keita under the rim. 74-48. I was hoping the roster would expand for the LCS, but they don't, so I don't know who they're dropping to get Bo on the active roster. Well, I mean, they got to get a starting pitcher in, so probably get 2 in. I think Nance drops out of the bullpen. Honestly, like, how bad do you need Santander? You could probably get away with not having him. Like, I can't think of really anybody else. Like, Straw you want for the defense, but he would be a candidate. But you want him for the defense. Also, like, he had a good game 4. Can't be Schneider to me. Can't be Barger. Can't be Lucas. Could be IKF. Might have to be IKF. Yeah. Especially, like, positionally. It might be IKF, unfortunately. Yeah, Santander. As much... I mean, he wasn't doing a ton with the bat, but he was making the... Any pitcher he faced, he made them work. Like, he was fouling off everything against the Yankees. So, at least he was getting pitch counts up. It's obviously not a great defender. Had that horrific play in Game 3. Santander's a candidate. But I think IKF if it's going to be for Bichette. Yeah, kind of stings, but it's tough. For the bullpen, like, if Bassett's back, then maybe you take out Nance. Yeah, this guy's in the bullpen you could go without. Yeah, especially the switch hitter. There's value in Santander. Okay. So it's probably IKF then. But like starting pitchers, if Barrios comes back, Nance comes out, maybe. That guy, Brule, maybe him. Yeah, it's probably those two. Nance definitely not going to ALCS. I would think. Gotta have 4 starting pitchers. Gotta have 4 starting pitchers for the ALCS. To me. Can't be a bullpen game. Well, I mean, it did work. I mean, it could. Wouldn't love that, though. Yeah. Well, I'd have Bachelor Barrios as well. I'm wondering if they both. Or does Scherzer come back? Do they trust Scherzer? Bassett and Scherzer then? Do they trust Scherzer? Do they go just 3 starters? Pull a bullpen game again? Or can the 3 just handle the series? Because you go Gossman 1-4-7, you Savage 2-5. Can you go Bassett 3-6? Maybe you could do that. Yeah, I guess you could do that. Maybe Scherzer misses out again. Oh, they have I'm saying they have Bieber as well. What am I talking about? We're talking about Scherzer. They have Bieber. Bieber just slipped my mind. I mean, how much they trust Bieber? So it's probably Gossman. I mean, do they need another? Do you need another starting pitcher? Gossman, you Savage, Bieber. They could go Gossman again in 4 if they really want to. Then they could go like Bassett in 4, then Gossman, you Savage, Bieber for 5, 6, 7. I don't know. Yeah, Scherzer would be interesting in the pen as well. You're right. A lot of decisions to be made there. 6:11 to go in the third, though, as we dial back into some basketball. If you guys enjoying the stream, please make sure you've hit the like button. Lauer is a 4th starter. Well, they didn't even trust him to start the bullpen game. So I'm not sure. But, I mean, they could go with him as well. Yeah. They've got a good crop of options. 76-56 as Hepburn comes down with the rebound for the Raptors halfway through the third quarter. Nearly a turnover. Grady Dick scoops it up and gets to go. 18-point game. All right, I'm fired up. ALCS, fire me up. Going to game 2. Fire me up. Simons. Putting it up and getting it to fall. Boston just holding on to this extended advantage. Seattle's up 1-0, by the way. Seattle up by 1. Not what we wanted to see. Hepburn for 3. Got it. All right. Finally, 1 drops for him. School of frontage. Well, I mean, you can still hit that. Garza. Long range 2 doesn't fall. Deflected out of bounds for a Celtics ball. I think that was the incorrect call. I would love to see a replay there. Looked like off the Celtics. Adrian Lawson checking in. I think Lawson's been a bit underplayed today. Mobo also checking in. And the Raptors are going to challenge this one. I think they're going to win that. I mean, just off of the initial angle, I think that the Raptors are going to win this one. The bench really felt like that was the right call. Not a memorable preseason game by any means here. Grady Dick's been okay in certain areas. Other than that, like Walter's 0-7, Mamu's 0-5 from 3. Not really, like, unfortunately, not really any saving grace for this basketball game. Colin Murray Boyles was kind of supposed to be one of them, and then he only played half the game. The Celtics are up by a bunch. Just hasn't really quite worked out for us today. Yeah, definitely gonna wrap after the third quarter, guys. Yeah, not a lot of silver lining. Not a lot. As much as I like you guys, not a lot in the game keeping me around, and I really want to play some PlayStation tonight. I'm gonna play some samurai. I'm gonna play some samurai games, and I'm gonna drink some Japanese beer, and I'm gonna have a good time. Brandon and CMB have been the most exciting thing about preseason so far. I agree. Neither of them are currently playing, so tough scene. But upcoming streams, I'm live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m.s. Not this Monday, though, because it is a holiday, and I'm going to be at Game 2 of the ALCS. Which happens. And other than that, I would be back. Well, the Jays play Wednesday and Friday. Friday, if necessary, Game 5. Jays and Raptors are definitely playing together Wednesday. One of those two games. So, of those two games, if it goes, I think it will go to 5. This is a sweep. One of those two Jays games, I will watch along with the Raptors on the same time. One of those Jays games, I am just going to watch the Jays because I'm a Jays fan and I want to see them play in the ALCS. One of them I will stream for, so we will do a duo watch along where we have the Raptors on Raptors and Jays sharing screens, so we'll be following both. And one of them I'm just going to take the stream off just so I can watch the Jays. Also, depending on what time of day these games are taking place as well will be a factor. But you'll have me Wednesday and Friday for the Raptors Happy Hour 5 to 6, unless the Blue Jays, of course, are playing a game in that time frame, which is entirely possible with the way it's been scheduled. Hepburn stolen up to Grady, and he's fouled. Grady Dick at the line for the Raptors, 81-61. Good opportunity for Grady Dick to show his stuff, at least. Jacoby is struggling tonight, no doubt, Rick Pop. Grady Dick misses the second one. Free throws have just the Raptors and the free throws, man. Simons to Garza. Now back to Simons. Comes off the screen. Layup is good. Tough play. But Simons manages. Walter going right at Garza. Get rid of it. Goes out to Grady. Stripped by Wendell Moore. Now Garza to Shireman, sorry. Now it's Garza. Garza misses down low. Rebound Hepburn. Up top to Grady. Grady's done a lot of this. Nice reverse layup. Grady's done a lot of this today. He's really tried to make an effort to run the floor. Every time there's a fast break opportunity, he's really made a conscious effort to run the floor, and I like it. Good way to get some cheap points, but hey, they all count. A good way to be effective. You should make a deal, chat. If you can get 50 likes, you'll stay to the end. I've waited a long time to play Ghost of Yote. We're going to need, and we aren't getting it. We're going to need 100 likes for me to stay, as Grady Dick knocks down a 3. All right, Grady Dick showing up tonight. I am locked in. I really want to play PlayStation tonight. I don't play often. I don't have a lot of opportunities to play. Today is one of those days, and I'm going to play. Sorry. I'm sorry. But that's the way it's got to be. That's the way it's got to be. Fuck, I gotta wake up early, get some work done. I gotta be out early as well tomorrow for Thanksgiving plans. The grind don't stop. Elijah Martin for 3. He connects, and it's 85-70. I gotta tell you, they're making it a bit more interesting. My mind is firmly made up, though. My mind is firmly made up. Pritchard fouled by Hepburn. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but not to everyone's busy, right? Everyone's busy. Everyone's got shit to do. I'm very busy. I very rarely get an opportunity like this, and I'm going to seize it. I'm going to drink some Japanese beer. I'm going to play a Japanese video game, and it's going to be a great time. Obviously, said my predictions still stand. I think we're a playing team at best. Raptors bench should be dominating this Boston team, according to all the Raptors fans calling us a 4th seed. Well, I really don't think the Raptors bench should be dominating like a bunch of dominating the Celtics team. Like the Celtics have some of their possibly starting players. I think we should be dominating them. I agree it should be closer than 87-70, but I don't think we should be dominating them necessarily. Keita disrupted by Martin under the rim. Lawson has it. 140 to go in the third, and therefore in the stream. Battle, corner 3, does not go. Rebound to... Oh, this is Shireman. I keep mistaking Shireman and Gonzalez, and then also Gonzalez and Garza. My head's in Yote, bro. Well, the Raptors bench is like solid, but it's not super top heavy. So like as far as like players to lead be like lead figures, they don't really have the top heavy bench. It's just a very deep bench. A lot of like NBA caliber players, not necessarily top heavy. So I don't think it's out of the realms for this to happen. I would have been surprised if the bench had dominated the Celtics team. I would have been quite surprised. Well, Boston, I said Boston are a play-in caliber team. I also believe we're a play-in caliber team. But I think Boston will be more motivated to tank from that point than we would be this season. Would any of these guys be on a playoff contender's bench? Anybody on the Raptors today? I think I think Murray Boyles, from what I've seen, would actually have a shot at that. I think Grady's defense would let him down in that discussion. I think Agbaji would. I think Abaji's got a role. He plays defense. He hits threes. But, yeah, no for sure. No for sure. If there was a player on our bench who was good to be a contender, they'd probably, like, just be starting for us. You know what I mean? Like, we're just not as good as those teams. Yeah, CMB's done for the night. Like, I mean, no, not as. I mean, I think about the Nuggets. Nuggets first team popped in my head. Their bench kind of stinks. Like, Bruce Brown sucks now. Tim Hardaway is not like upper tier bench player. So, you know, a couple guys would be on the Nuggets. Even the Warriors too. Warriors bench kind of thin. Maybe I should give our guys more credit. Maybe Grady Dick would do it. They'd want the shooting. 87-74. Keita with the foul at half court. 7.7 seconds to go in the third. And I'm wrapping it up, guys. I'm not doing the fourth. We'll watch the last play here, but no starters playing. I really wanted to watch CMB. CMB's out for the rest of the game. Grady's played well, but it's Friday night. I apologize. Wow, big three from Hepburn makes it a 10-point game. They made it a game, but my mind is made up. I'm sorry, guys. I'm committed. We're going to lock it up for the night. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Again, I apologize, but I'm choosing to be selfish tonight. Hopefully, you can forgive me. Hopefully, you can tune into the next piece of content I have coming your way. A couple clips will be coming out this weekend. Next stream will be on Wednesday as the Raptors Happy Hour returns after the Thanksgiving Monday hiatus. And should be some watch-alongs next week. Should have the Blue Jays involved in that as well. On our way out tonight, guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. And I appreciate you guys a lot. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend if you're in Canada. I hope you have a fantastic long weekend. Can't wait to see the Blue Jays get started in the ALCS. Can't wait for the new Raptors season. Keep it locked with Amateur Sports, and I will see you again next time.